I've been searching for an answer, but I ain't found one. I've been known to tear shit up and go off like a gun. I've been drinking way too much, but now I think I'm done. Fuck that shit, let's start a riot!
But you know what? Let's not focus on Jake Lang and his racist ass. Let's focus on how Spider-Man made his move. There's no sound on this one. This is great. No one sees him yet. One passerby says, "Yo, Spider-Man, you need some help, bro?" He goes, "Listen, no help needed. I'm diving in on these sons of bitches." Oh! Spider-Man was getting hemmed up by the cops. Of course, you're supposed to help our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You're supposed to help out the superhero. He's coming in to save the day from fascism, from racists, and from idiots. He swooped in. You guys didn't even see him coming. And next thing you know, Jake Lang has, a two-piece with a biscuit on the side.
Mr. Frog, thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Hello, it's good to be here. Hello.
So we've been friends for a long time, and which is why it's been so tough to see you go through all this.
Thank you. It's been tough with everything that's been going on with my life. Hello.
Yeah, why don't you tell me about that a little bit? Like what was the worst part about the whole ordeal, working on your show?
Probably working with all those filthy.
That was really bad.
Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Triple B. And today, the episode might be a little bit shorter because I'm pretty sure I'm wearing a child's mask and it is suffocating as hell. However, I hope you've enjoyed the last few releases of the past few music videos. I hope my voice isn't being too muffled. I'm wearing this in solidarity today with Spider-Man, the man who punched the living shit out of Jake Lang. Now, this channel, I'm going to say this now. Triple B is a safe place for racist and Nazis and far-right figures, white separatists, people who have racial ideologies built around what we may call far-right ideology. You're welcome here. You are absolutely welcome here. In fact, I encourage you being here because we need to come together. And, I've been a longtime supporter of Jake Lang, actually. I do agree with a lot of what he's saying about Islam, about the infiltration of the United States. This is the colonization that the left wants to freak out about constantly. They're coming in illegally. They're coming in on boats. They're jumping in over the fences. And yes, it does contribute to a higher cost of living. It does contribute to everything being jacked up in price. The traffic is shittier. Customer service, working in customer service with these people is goddamn terrible. They scam. They lie. I get it. I get the frustration with the Islamic community. Forgive me, my mask is slipping. But here's the thing, though. When I originally posted a video not too long ago with Jake Lang going off on the city council about Muslim extremists and all this, I'm just like, fuck yeah. I get it. I am so sick and tired of this shit. I'm going to keep playing with my mask. This thing is hard to maintain. But, no, at the end of the day, there's a couple people commenting, and they're just like, he's a paid agitator. he's a fake. And I'm like, what are you talking about? In my head, I'm not sitting here commenting this. I'm trying to take in everything, but I'm like, no, he seems pretty real to me. No, it's become very clear that to me after a little bit of research, he's a paid agitator. He is no different than the KKK leaders that the Southern Poverty Law Center was essentially paying off to start riots like Charlottesville. He's a fake. He's a fraud. And, I'm going to tag this person in this video. And there is a commenter who called out on my Nick Shirley video because I was calling Muslims towel heads and this and that. I've been actually very racist with my rhetoric lately. And you know what? I'm not proud of that. And this person who called me out in the comment section is a veteran. And, well, I do believe he gave a completely false diagnostic of my religious beliefs, my ideology, all this. He had a good point. He said, you're being a false witness. You are not being a good Christian. And I was bitchy about that. I'm just like, well, fuck you. Your fucking status as a veteran means nothing to me. You don't get to go waving it around like a liberal arts student waves around their fucking degree. I know everything. I know everything. But I think the reason I was so angry is because he was right. I was being racist. One of the first gripes that I had with Antifa that I came here to first talk about on the channel 2+ years ago is, I'd be sitting at the protest and you see all these fucking white kids calling the cops the N-word. I didn't think that was okay. So why do I think it's okay to come on now and scream all these different words about all these different races? I'm inciting racial hatred by doing this. And I didn't see it. And I want to apologize for that. Again, this is the only person that seemed to call me out, but when fucking people come for my throat in the future, let it be known, I did apologize. Now, there's an example. I'll show you right here real quick. When I'm talking to Brad and I'm like, if you say this and this and this and this, you're considered a Nazi. Moments like that, I'm not going to apologize for. There are contexts in which you can use the N-word, the C word, W word, all these different words. You can use them conversationally. I don't care about that. I'm not going to apologize for that. No. If you were to ever fault, if I were to sit here and say words on my podcast like, and I happen to be saying it to some white separatist on camera, if hypothetically that were to ever happen, I'd be considered a Nazi. If I were to ever hypothetically say those words to someone like you, then all of a sudden I am irredeemable and I deserve a bullet in the head for saying because all of a sudden my uttering those words has made me an enemy class. It's as simple as that.
No way. Oh, you said hurty words.
And now I'm worthy of death. Welcome to leftist logic. But there's been some instances where I've used this type of language because I'm just so fucking pissed off at the situation that I just wanted to ruffle some feathers. And maybe that wasn't right because I knew that I was just doing it to kick a beehive so that one day when Antifa comes on my channel, they'll be like, he said this, he said this, he said this. And I want to be like, fuck you. I don't like being told what I can and can't say. Which is why I will not promise that I will not use racial language moving forward, because my personal opinion on what dictates hate and others is very different. However, I have used a lot of language recently that admittedly I'm not proud of. I'm living in North Texas. We have been taken over by the Muslims, then the Indians, and people used to act like the South was this hateful place where people look down on you all the time. And even in my childhood, yes, that was true in certain spaces. But now, when I walk around town, who's looking down on me? The Muslims, the Hindus. They look down on people like me like we're fucking trash. And I don't like it. And honestly, with this apology, I'm still going to say, If you're an illegal invading my country, fuck you. Get the fuck out. I ain't gonna fucking... That's still my fucking heart. Fuck you. If you are here illegally draining our resources, get the fuck out. But I work with a lot of Muslims. I work with a lot of Hindus, black people. And the more I sit and talk with these different people, because I am, air quote, the diversity hire, I am the minority in any workspace I've lived in since moving here. There's a lot of people here who have come legally, whose ideologies I may not agree with, but I love them. They're hard workers. They're good people. They're caring. They put in work and effort into their community. And I've seen that. And by using the language that I've been using, I've been completely diminishing that. I do not want to be like Jake Lang. Fuck this cocksucker. And yes, I'm going to use a little bit of bad language right now because, again, I don't believe that we should be barred in our language from using it conversationally. When you go and you start a rally and you call it a nigger march, you're gonna get punched in the face. And you knew that, and you did that, and you brought a bunch of people fucking bringing swastikas and white supremacist flags and all this shit, and they punched you in the face. And you fucking are getting escorted of the cops being like, why did they do this? They're so evil, these Marxist communists,
I'm not allowed to stand up for myself? I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Shut up, faggot. Shut the fuck up. You got what you got. You know? I do not care. I do not care. You incited this. Fuck you. Because my work is not about encouraging white supremacy or making the far right feel enabled. What I've been trying to teach is we need to calm the fuck down. In my language, what I have been saying recently is not calming shit the fuck down. It's accelerationist language, just like fucking Jake Lang uses. Jake Lang, the fucking Israeli fucking CIA FBI psyop that's being paid to go into these places and to cause shit. And let me make this very clear. If there's people in Antifa that are being paid to go and cause shit, when they get punched in the face, I don't give a fuck either. If some fucking far-right Proud Boy comes in dressed like Green Lantern and has a metal Green Lantern ring and punches an Antifa member in the center of the forehead and leaves that little mark of will on his forehead because he's saying he wants to kill white people, fuck that little twerp. He deserves it too. This shit goes both ways, motherfucker. But because I'm listening to people like you and I'm taking in your rhetoric and I'm looking up to you, was looking up to you, it's made me angry. And I'm more powerful than a couple $1,000s in your pocket. You fucking fed. Fuck Jake Lang. Fuck his little FBI supporters. They're not real. They're not about their ideology. They're about the fucking Benjamins. To anybody that I may have offended with my rhetoric, I want to offer you a sincere apology. I may not talk the way you want me to talk, especially moving forward. I'm not going to promise not to use foul or racialized language again. But I've done it out of a place of anger and hatred. I moved back to Texas after 10 years, and my entire state has been taken over by illegals, by criminals. I had to sit here. This town never used to be known for criminality. Across the street, about a couple weeks ago, I'm sitting out there smoking a cigarette about 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And all I hear is a scream. Get out of my house! Get the fuck out! I hear smashing, I hear banging, and I hear a fucking loud-ass fucking black man being like, you know this is the fucking gang, bitch? Bang! 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 I listened to this. And then I thought, I need to call the cops. I need to call cops. And then a cop rolls up, parks outside, doesn't do shit. This town was never known for that. This entire country has become corrupt with evil and violence. And yes, it does make me mad. And yes, I did drop a couple N-words that night. Fuck him. But what does that get us? Nowhere. We need to work on adjusting our language a little bit. And I'm going to give the liberals and the left an ante for this. There's a lot of people on the right that need to calm down a little bit, because you are playing into these paid agitators. And who's funding most of these people at the end of the day? Israel! You know, this doesn't mean fuck the Jews. This means fuck Netanyahu, fuck the Israeli government, because they're trying to take over our country just like we've done with many other countries in the Middle East, mind you. And they are trying to sabotage us from the inside by pitting us against each other. And here's the reality. Yes, I do want the Muslims, the illegal Islamists, the infiltrators, the colonizers. I want them out of my country. I want us to come together and discuss how we get them out of the country. I don't want to do it at gunpoint. There will come a time for a final battle. We will shoot at each other. And I will have a gun in my hand when that happens. But I want to avoid that bloodshed by having conversation. And we can do that. You want to come to this country because we bombed the shit out of your country and you found your ways in the right way? God bless you. I'm so sorry for what my government did. But here's the reality. I want the illegals out of my fucking country, and I want my country out of theirs. I want us to pull out of all of these Middle Eastern nations. I want us to cut our support for Israel. Fuck them. They want to fucking get involved in this war. It is not our fucking problem. I don't give a fuck if you are the chosen people. I worship Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus would fucking hate what you're doing. He would despise it. And I will not play that game anymore. So I'm gonna polish up my language. I'm gonna go through the channel. I'm gonna fucking censor out some of the meaner language. I have deleted my video of my pissing on a image of the Prophet Muhammad, not in solidarity with the Muslim community, because I still have many, many grievances and I have many, many concerns. I'm doing this in solidarity with Spider-Man. And yes, people should not be going out and punching each other on the streets no matter what. Jake Lang did have the right of speech to go and say what he said. However, he knew damn well he was picking a fight, and he doesn't get to fucking bitch and cry about it like a little pussy just because he got fucking hit. He got exactly what he asked for, and that's all there is to it in my eyes, quite frankly. So, I've been being racist. I've been getting angry. I've been letting the emotions come over me. And one of the things that helped with that, I'll post a clip. There's been a certain little conversation Cyprian and I had in our last conversation. I keep replaying it over and over. I keep listening to the conversations I've had with Larry Bollinger, my good friend. And I've been listening over and over to the conversations I've had with Brother Ryan. And I need to legitimately evaluate my own internal biases. This isn't me bowing down to the libs or the left or anything like that. There's only been one guy who bitched about it. But you know what? That one guy was right. So whenever they come for me one day, if this channel blows up and everyone's just like, you need to say sorry, I'm going to look at you and say, fuck you. I already did right here. There will be no apologies moving forward. Fuck you. This is it. To anybody on this channel I may have offended with my language or rhetoric, I am truly sorry, and I'm going to correct that. I don't want to wind up like this piece of shit. I don't want Spider-Man coming out of the darkness and decking me, you know? What a world we live in. But I'm going to polish up my tone a little bit. I'm going to look up to people like Brother Ryan, Larry Bollinger, Cyprian Ivanov, people who are just like, you don't want to be like that, man. I'm becoming like that right now because I am so angry. And here's the thing. I'm above these illegals. I'm above these fucking jihadis. I'm above these terrorists and these scammers. And I'm still going to say fuck them all the way. But there's a lot of people realistically who came to this country to escape from that. Same with the Jewish community. There's a lot of Jews here that do not support the ideology of Netanyahu, yet they get rubbed into this same little bandwagon. And it's like, no. We got to understand nuance. And I haven't been very nuanced when it comes to race lately. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try to get in touch with that older side of myself that knew when these things were right and when these things were wrong. And I've been very wrong lately. And again, I'm sorry for that. Jake Lang, fuck you. To anybody investigating Jake Lang, follow the money. Who the fuck is paying him? Because if I had to guess, it's all going to go back to Israel, ain't it? And the far left and the far right would agree. Fuck you, you paid for agitator. Take your fucking Israeli-sponsored ass the fuck out of here. And take the illegals that you hate so much with you. Because you ain't an American either, you little son of a bitch, you little slimy fuck. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Say it for the last time. I stand with Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. I love you guys.
What is happening, Big Apple? You know who's in the building. Or like on the building. Am I right? Anyone? Huh? I'm a bookworm, nosebleed, some nerd with cold feet, intern, lab rat, hazmat, broke geek. My line of work can be lonely. Living large, you know that I won't be. I don't like risk, I take no leaps, and I hate heights. Vertigo, see? I got no friends, that means no beefs. Straight A's, zero trophies. Overdue bills, I got no cheese, but I got tricks up both sleeves. Aunt May says I'm so sweet. Can't say that she knows me. Stay on good terms with this bookworm, or it's your turn for a nosebleed. You ready, arachnophobes? Line up the cast, I'll snap your bones. Crack my knuckles and rap my knuckles and bash your skull and then crack some jokes. Got your kingpin back to rope. Snag a selfie, tag and post. Snap a shot in an action pose when I'm swagged out like a fashion show. Whoa, better respect me, dude. If you haven't already, then check the suit. Count the legs on my chest, you'll never forget the ink on my net is you. If you give me attitude, then I'll swing it back at you. I'll have you head over heels, you thugs. The mud is what you'll be dragging through. How many people can say they struggle to juggle a girlfriend, a career and a family, while trying to counter the world's end? I got plenty of enemies, take them to court. That's a typical day in New York. I kinda feel like a superhero, but what can I say, I'm a dork. You know what comes with this great power. I'm not so tall, but watch me tower. Why would you ever feel the falling when my web will catch you? Why would I wanna think it's stopping when I know I'm meant to? I know what comes with this great power. You could say I'm the radioactive arachnid advocate type. Yup, side effect of my genetic mutation, now I'm acrobatic and fight. I kinda look strapping in tights, but under the mask you'll find I'm relatable. Aside from the fact that I'm leaving a web everywhere, but it's biodegradable. When I'm on foot, I'm in rare form. I prefer to throw fish when I'm airborne. I got spidey senses getting me ready. There's nothing I'm never prepared for. I'm the pain train for these gangbangers. I'll take the reins when you face danger. I'll hang them out to dry from a skyscraper. I float like a butterfly, but forget stingers. No need for venom or web slinger. I never seen or heard of Peter Parker. Bet he's a dead ringer. Check that your enemies aren't your friends. This one is for Uncle Ben. Who needs the Avengers when I can get my own revenge? You know what comes with this great power. stopping when I know I'm meant to. I know what comes with this great power. Take my hand and I'll protect you when my senses start to tingle. 'Cause together we can get through. Did I mention that I'm single? But when MJ calls me back, I'm off the market. We've got our problems 'cause I'm such a workaholic. But hey, greatness is attainable when you've got the will to be. Just so long as you can haul responsibility. Listen up, it's the negative, I'm an optimist, so you better split. Norman Osborn, who elected him, forget I scored, I got what to spin. Time for Rhino to hit the bricks, he's thick in the skin, but thin in the waist. Y'all can just botch the robbery job, good luck getting loose when I'm locking you up. Scorpion, get over here, your toxin just got me snoring here. I'll pluck the vulture's feathers and then I'll send them soaring clear. Crank the voltage and get results, electroshock, better check his pulse. A messy pulp is what'll be left of you. Careful surfing the web, my dude. I'd make a great cop, I get work done, but I play hard. Anyone in trouble gets who they call. When a bomb's dropped or a bank robs, like a scientist who just got laid off, you should think twice before you break laws. I hate to say it, MJ, but I'm thinking of quitting my day job. You know what comes with this great power. I'm not so tall, but watch me tower. Why don't you ever feel a falling when my web will catch you? Why would I wanna think it's stopping when I know I'm meant to? I know what comes with it.